Hi lovelies, and welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda's channel. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload a video, you will be the first person to be notified. And to my returning subscribers, thank you so much for all the love and support. To those people that share my videos and leave commentaries, you guys are the real MVP. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Alright lovelies, let's dive into this video. Lovely. So I came by this video on my For You page on TikTok where a lot of people are reacting to the Meghan and the husband visiting Africa, and people have so many opinions. Some people are canceling her, some people was like, oh my god, why would she actually go there? It's not all like people are reacting. Guys, I'm just gonna roll the clip as well as some of the stitches I was able to put together. Please let me your own thought in the comment section.
And just so we're clear, this right here is exactly why the British royal family, British media, and the British public hate Meghan Markle. It's not about who she is, it's about who she represents. It's about who she allows to feel seen. The British royal family exists for one reason and one reason only, and that is to uphold white supremacy. So when you think of kings and queens and royals and rulers of the world, this is what you see. Pale, stale, male, sausage-fingered fool who can't even unite his own family, but is somehow supposed to unite an entire nation and an entire commonwealth. Okay. See, when this went down, this is when the panic really set in. They really started to see what was happening here. So while we, people of the world with good sense, saw Meghan as an asset to the royal family, they actually saw her as a threat, because you see, the people she's surrounded by, yeah, they're meant to be ruled by the monarchy, not represented by it. You see this right here? This is way too much for British people to handle. They do not want to see Nigerians or black people of any kind being treated with respect, as equals, being honored and deferred to by their royals, people that they bow down to. And you're treating black people as equals? Oh, no, 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 no. You may be saying to yourself, Meghan isn't even really black. She's only half black. She's light, bright, and damn near white. That's your own ignorance, because Meghan has never hidden who she is. She has never shied away from it, never tried to hide it, never once denied it, and even doubled down every chance she could. She might not be black enough for you, but she certainly wasn't white enough for them.
All this Nigeria tour with Meghan and Harry is showing me is what a mess the royal family have made when it comes to Meghan and Harry. These guys are loved, if not in the UK, but they're loved outside the UK. 3 kings came to visit Meghan and Harry, and they've given her titles. If you look at the photo, she's quite emotional. And if everyone's just clutching their pearls because they stood up for the national anthem, the British national anthem, then you're not getting it. You're not getting how... Now, I don't think the royal family should be existing in today's age. It makes no sense. These elitists, privileged people, kings, queens, princesses is ridiculous in today's age. But if it was going to exist, you need people like this, people like Meghan and Harry, to bring it forward into today's age, make it more personable. If you still want the Commonwealth, if you still want to lord over all these other countries, you need to make it a bit more accessible, So they, like Julia Roberts said, big mistake.
Nigeria has human rights record equivalent to Nazi Germany. What the fuck does that mean? See, you need to go and watch that video. I'm sorry, Prince Dre, for stitching your video. I'm a Nigerian from Nigeria, living in Nigeria. The only places I've visited in this world are African countries. Just putting it out there. And for those who don't understand why I'm vexing what this video is about and why it is itching my soul to start spewing curses at people, it's apparently Meghan and Harry, Prince Harry and his wife, came to Nigeria. For those who don't know why they were here, because a lot of Nigerians too do not know why they were here in the first place. They were here because Nigeria invited them because they wanted to host the Invictus Games. For those who don't know what the Invictus Games is, it's like Olympics or so. At least that's what it wants to be in the future for veterans. That's people who have served in the army, Marines and all that. I think people who are mostly injured. I'm not sure if it's people who are okay and fine, but people who are injured, okay? Nigeria played in the last Invictus Games, for those who don't know. So they were here because Nigeria wanted to host. So they came to see Nigeria's facilities, blah, 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 blah. Then they came and saw all the charity work that they've been doing to come and inspect I get that. So, according to what I realized, if you've not seen my last video, the British media hate these people. And I've been wondering because my FYP has been full of these people. So I saw a lot of hate videos and all that. And I said in that my last video that it looked like racism to me. I just said it, but I don't know much. So I said, okay, I let it be. But you know, just because they hate these people, they started saying shit about Nigeria that invited them. Nigeria wanted to host the Invictus Games, so they invited them. The people who are the founders of the Invictus Games. So Nigeria means you can sit down. Look at you need to look at that tweet. It said that Nigeria has human rights, this thing, they comparable to Nazi Germany. And that's not even the one that is paining me. Like the things the media, you need to go and see the last video, the video I'm stitching. This guy compiled all the things the British media are saying about Nigeria because Nigeria invited the founders of the Invictus Games. Like the one that's paining me is that idiotic white pink idiot that opened her mouth and said that Nigeria is full of people who are pretending to be part of a royal family. Let's be clear. All over Africa, we've had royal families that are older than the British royal family, older than royal families in many parts of Europe. And the reason why today they seem like they don't get world recognition or there are too many is because Africa is fucking big. Okay? And let me talk about Nigeria. That is like a melting pot for a lot of tribes, cultures, traditions, languages. Were you thinking that our royal families are going to be the same? Hello? And I don't even understand your own problem. This pink idiot that you have to open your mouth. You guys need to see this video. Insulting Nigeria. I don't know. I feel as though people don't understand that we craze for here. Whether I saw the way Arise TV reacted to this thing. The Arise TV just did a panel and they cursed them. They cursed them because I don't understand what kind of reaction is that. We invited the founders of a games we wanted to host. You said that we are poor. Well, there's one that said that because apparently, according to what I heard, Prince Harry said he does not want to carry his wife to the UK again, to London, or I think so, again. Because according to what her fans said, the UK people threatened to unalive this woman if they see her in their country. So brother no carry in wife to in family hometown again now because hometown say they could unalive her. These people were now saying that Nigeria is more dangerous than London, and yet he carried his wife. Did Nigeria say we're going to unalive her? And then when I was the other video when I was saying that it was screaming racism, you are not coming back to prove me right. I was saying that the fans, her haters are crazy people because some of the things they are saying that they hate her for. You would think that maybe they are a family member. Some people that hate celebrities, but the way they are reacting is personal. It's personal. So you now hate her or how you want to hate her. You now decided to carry your hate and jump on Nigeria because Nigeria invited them. Hello? And said she wants to pretend to be a princess because Nigeria is, after all, she can join them. Nigeria is full of people who are pretending to be royal families. Because I won't curse for you. If Nubi say they raise me well, this pink shit that I don't know came out from nowhere. If I won't slap you to this phone.
You guys, not only did this trip go amazingly well for Meghan while she was in Nigeria, but the kins standing right next to her, 1, 2, 3, are all from different regions of Africa and Nigeria. They came there because they heard that their princess was in town and they were not about to miss her. They knew that their princess and her kin has arrived in the land and there was no way that they were gonna let this go. They all hurried up and sped up to meet her, and upon her arrival, they all loved her. The kins all decided to bestow a new royal title on her, thus making her a senior royal princess of Arokotu Asian Kingdom in her own individual right. Hence why Prince Harry is not in the picture. Her new royal titles are denoted on her royal stash Ada Maza Amu of Arokud. Oh, it's kind of hard to pronounce. But y'all see the name. Come on now. This is extremely significant because now she is not only the Duchess of Sussex. Now when she goes back home, she is royally known as a princess in Nigeria now. So this is absolutely insane. This is so huge. They don't do this like this in Africa, and they don't just give this to people randomly. This is very big, and the Kins, they all must have, they know they have to protect her. They know that they have their own princess now, and they have to honor her and just, you know, give her this title so she knows she always has a home. The royal family can keep fucking playing over there, being clowns. Meghan is a new princess of Nigeria now, so they can continue their clown ways. I'm so excited. Not only that, but she looked extremely beautiful. She looks like a beautiful African princess. And this trip was just amazing. I mean, come on. This couldn't have went any better. And we are so glad that they took this trip. And they themselves said that they want to come back. Let's all give it up for Her Royal Highness, a senior royal, Princess of Arokudu Asian Kingdom. Woo! This is so exciting. No, but seriously though, no one deserves this more than the Duchess of Sussex. She is loved, and it's time for her to be loved. She has gone through way too much for no reason, and now she's on the other side of this whole spectrum, and it's gonna keep getting better. Please follow me, like this video, share it, and I'll see you on the next video.
Do you think Meghan will ever come back to this country? Because obviously, with everything that's been going on, she's worried about. I don't think she's bothered about being booed. I think she must know. But it is her own fault, really.
Because there was the story that she tried to shake someone's hand and then they pulled the hand away. That must be really hard to kind of maybe think in their heads that she is more popular than she is, and then to be like rejected like that. I don't see her coming back here. I think she realizes like that door is closed, and I don't see them coming back as a couple.
Absurd couple do their stupid, weird, pretend royal tour of that African country,
Nigeria is, poverty stricken.
Yes, in a country where most people earn £1.50 a day.
I mean, Nigeria is a country that has a lot of problems, and I'm not sure many can be solved on the polo field.
Well, it's interesting. I mean, Nigeria is listed around sort of the 9th most dangerous country in the world.
Suggested that his family wouldn't be safe in Britain. Nigeria is a much more lawless country.
Now, he's gone to that country there, where it's an extremely dangerous place.
I mean, everybody knows.
Princess.
Yeah, well,
A warrior princess.
They've gone to the right place if they want to expand their cohort of fake royals, because Nigeria is flush with people who claim to be members of the royal family. What is the basketball court going to do, Mike? What is the basketball court going to do?
Well, I mean, I guess they're going to say, well, it's going to help people use athletics to reach out from poverty and make themselves into superstars in the NBA.
It really keeps them in touch with the people when they're watching Nigerian polo too, right?
I knew there was such a thing.
Visits are very carefully chosen. And I'll tell you this, you'll know this, Michael, you've been on enough royal tours. There's no way our royal family would set foot in Nigeria.
Well, I think Nigeria is known to be one of the most lawless countries in the world, and it's
problems.
Dangerous.
Poverty.
Least safe.
It's poverty.
African country. Problems.
Dangerous.
Poverty.
Least safe.
It's poverty.
African country. Problems.
Dangerous.
Poverty.
Least safe.
It's poverty.
African country.
I, for one, am not going to sit up here and pretend like there aren't problems in the country of Nigeria. But that is typical in most, or if not all countries, especially in America. And time again, since I was a kid, I can remember how this picture was painted of Africa being this very
poor continent, like the entire, first of all, it was like painted as being a country, and it's not, but it was painted as people who are untrained or uneducated or living in huts or utopian place that just was uncivilized. But if you talk with so many people who are from there, literally from there, and you talk with people who have visited there, the story is completely night and day. It's important that we continue to call these things out because these people use these buzzwords and they're upset that Meghan and Harry is trying to put a spotlight on a different side of Nigeria and Africa as a whole. Guys, I gotta thank you guys for everyone who's donated. I really appreciate the support. We are almost there, and we did this in 24 hours, guys. We are literally, guys, 1,200 away from our goal, guys. So if you guys can help out, push it through, and try to get us to that goal, I would really appreciate it. I thank you guys so much. You do not know what this means to me and my family. You can find the link in my profile right here. Is right here, GoFundMe. And please, guys, whatever you can send, I really appreciate it. Me and my family. And guys, if you enjoy my content, please make sure that you give me a follow, like, repost and share this video, and leave a comment. I would love to know what you think.
Have just wrapped up. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have just wrapped up a 3-day visit to Nigeria, and I have just wrapped up a weekend of getting engaged and celebrating Mother's Day, so please don't yell at me for this video coming out on Monday. Thank you so much for your patience. We are going to go through everything Harry and Meghan got up to in Nigeria, and almost more importantly, how Meghan Markle crammed 8 outfits into this 3-day visit. Now, this trip by Harry and Meghan, it's not an official royal tour because they're not working royals, but it was an official visit. They were invited by the chief of the Nigerian defense staff, and the purpose of the visit was to host conversations about Nigeria potentially hosting the Invictus Games in the future. But of course, there was also a personal angle to this visit. If you don't remember, back in 2022 on her podcast, Meghan revealed that she has, I think, 42% Nigerian ancestry after taking a DNA test. I hate that I know the exact number. They were also highlighting some of the work that their foundation, Archwell, is doing in Nigeria. So, lots going on. Their first stop was a school called the Lightweight Academy in Abuja, which is the capital of Nigeria. They announced a new partnership with that school and Archwell to provide mental health resources. I'm not going to be focusing in too closely on the outfit details unless it's super relevant for this video, but needless to say, Meghan looked gorgeous. We don't have a lot of time. They did so many things on this visit. Because right after they were off to a meeting at the Nigerian Defense Headquarters, they were both wearing suits by Altazara. Harry's is teal green and Meghan's is white, making up the colors of the Nigerian flag. We love to see flag dressing, even though not a royal tour. They then traveled to the Kaduna state where Prince Harry was welcomed by the governor and presented with traditional attire, as well as a gift, which was a painted framed picture of him and his mother Diana. Harry then went on a solo visit to the Nigerian Army Reference Hospital in Kaduna to meet with wounded service members. This was all day one, mind you, and after they've taken a flight from, well, in Meghan's case, from LA to London and then from London to Nigeria. My stamina could never. Then Saturday morning, Harry and Meghan looked in on a training session with a group called Nigeria Unconquered, which works with the Invictus Games. They were gifted these Nigerian scarves as they watched, and in Harry's case, participated in a game of sitting volleyball. Adaptive sports like this are a big part of the Invictus Games. Later that day, there was an official reception in honor of military families, and here I will pause to talk about Meghan's outfit, not just for the ethereal bridal inspo she is giving me, but because she wore a diamond cross necklace here that has been revealed to be part of Princess Diana's private jewelry collection. And People magazine has the exclusive on this. They say that this necklace was a recent gift from Prince Harry to Meghan. As you can see, Meghan is still sticking with her signature neutrals so far on this visit, which, you know, is a dressing strategy that works for her. It lets her both stand out and complement her host's outfits, which are very vibrant. But right after this event, she went to another where she directly references her neutral dressing strategy. During a Women in Leadership panel, which Meghan co-hosted, along with the Director General of the World Trade Organization, she wore this gorgeous red dress, which was actually by a Nigerian clothing brand, who posted that their website had crashed after pictures of Meghan in this dress were released. First of all, this was such a fun event. The host asked the audience which Nigerian names they should give to Meghan, but she also commented on her wardrobe. She said that I very quickly got the memo that I need to wear more colors so I can fit in with all of you and your incredible fashion. Thank you, Nigeria, for giving Meghan this memo. She also carried the colorful dressing into Sunday, which was Mother's Day here in the US, as she and Prince Harry landed in Lagos, which is Nigeria's largest city. She was wearing a Carolina Herrera white button-down paired with a traditional Nigerian skirt, which she and Harry had actually received at the reception the day before. Just a really great combination of diplomatic dressing strategies is happening on this trip. Even though she is incorporating pieces from her usual designers, she was either doing it very thoughtfully with the thematic colors, or switching it up to showcase Nigerian brand, or incorporating items she received as gifts on this trip. After touching down in Lagos, they visited a grammar school which partners with the Archwell organization, as well as the charity Giants of Africa, which uses sport, particularly basketball, to engage young people. Then the couple attended yet another reception at the state governor's house in Lagos. Meghan was wearing a dress which I think is a nod to the fact that it was Mother's Day, and she remarked that she was missing her children, so I assume they were left behind in California. But this yellow silk Carolina Herrera dress is actually the only repeat I think we saw on Meghan on this trip, and it is a dress that she wore both for Prince Archie's first birthday and for the photo which was released to announce her pregnancy with Princess Lilibet. So a very sweet nod to both of her children. At this reception, Meghan received a shawl from the governor's wife, which was so stunning with this yellow dress. And she also received honors and symbols in a naming ceremony. I have to look more into the details of this and the titles involved, but Meghan was named Ada Mazi on this visit, which the British papers are reporting is a title of respect and honor, meaning daughter of an aristocrat. This ceremony was attended by 4 kings from different parts of Nigeria who traveled to Lagos to meet with Harry and Meghan, which is a very, very high honor. Throughout the trip, both Harry and Meghan spoke about what it meant to them to be welcomed so warmly to Nigeria, but Meghan in particular, she was talking about how it felt like she was being welcomed home. So very touching. But wait, there's more. For the last event of their Nigerian tour on Sunday, Harry and Meghan attended a charity polo match, something that is very familiar to them. And in the process, they really demonstrated that they are pros at this point. This was their first official trip with a program of events since leaving working royal duties in 2020, but you can tell they have not lost their knack for it. And I purposely didn't include any pieces from the British media in this video because I wanted you to just hear what happened on this trip, but rest assured the British media are quite salty. Half of the articles about this trip are talking about how it's time for Harry and Meghan to be welcomed back because look how well they're doing. The other half of these stories I've seen are inventing snafus that supposedly happened on this trip. I personally didn't see any, and Meghan and Harry's hosts, above all, seemed very happy with their visit, and that's what matters. It was very exciting to see these two back at work again. I'm so sorry that I was a little preoccupied, but let me know.
Seriously, lovelies, this book cannot cease to amaze me. Like, you do not actually like a particular person. Like, you do not want, princess and the prince have the, around you, and she decided that, okay, since these people do not want me, they don't want to accept who I am, where I'm from and all of that, she decided that she's just going to locate her motherland. She decided she want to, go with her husband to this private, tour that you guys claim that it does not really look like a private tour. It looks like a kind of, oh my God, why is all the world coming, welcoming? So it's said that Prince Harry and the wife decided to visit, Africa, Nigeria. And it's kind of a private tour that has to do with what they've been funding. And these, Nigerian people decided to, invite them. They invited them. And since then, the British, media, they're all over media trying to cancel, trying to oh my God, why would he go to, Nigeria? You do not want her to visit the motherland, but you do not actually want her in British or UK. I don't understand. I really do not understand. Is it that upset with the fact that she said she has the 46 DNA of Africa or in Nigeria, or is the fact that she's actually celebrated, or is the fact that she was given a title of Ada? Or I don't understand what's all of these controversies all about. I don't understand all of the shenanigans about her visiting Africa. They are upset with the fact that she said that she have this, that she found out that she's more she have the 46% of Nigeria. Now they are still upset that she visited Nigeria and she was warmly welcomed. She was, celebrated. she was treated royal. And you go ahead to talk about how this African country pretend to be royalty. Like, you know, most of these people think that, okay, anything that has to do with black is, we are the rulers. We're supposed to be the upfront. Without even knowing where royalty, culture, traditions, where the roots come from. You have to think, like, you need to see Wakanda. Seriously. I do not like all this royalty stuff. They think that it's all begins and ends with them. Like anything that will make someone of color, be it black, biracial, anything, to be celebrated, to be treated highly, it's a little bit, triggers them. They actually want to be the one to be worshipped. So when you go to a place where you are all celebrated, you are all accepted, nobody discriminating against you, nobody's being racist towards you, like when you go to a place when you feel at home, the motherland, and they see how happy you are, and they see how welcoming these people are, and they see how they treat you special, they become so jealous. They're like, you don't deserve to be treated this way. You don't deserve, you deserve to be, to be treated as trash. You are not royalty. You are not this. You are not that. This is the same woman. You people do not want to see her progress. This is the same woman that left royalty for you guys. And she decided to go to a place that she is celebrated. A place that she is welcome. Her motherland. Like, I know she's a biracial. Some of them are like, okay, she is actually not that real. She's not black. So she shouldn't be treated. I saw a Twitter when somebody was actually bashing her, with the kind of dresses that she wore. Somebody was like, that they were not actually, happy or smiling with her. They are actually laughing at her. Like, what do you think? Like, laughing at her, like how? When I saw that there are a bunch of, them clear women, pan-colored women, just tweeting, laughing with sort of music, caricatures and all of it. And I begin to like, what is wrong with these people? What's the level of rare ancestors? Is it that you cannot stand to see a black woman, being celebrated? You are, you are angry because she is happy. And she went ahead to tweet that they were all just laughing at her. They're not laughing with her. There is difference between laughing with you and laughing at you. What makes you think that these African people will actually laugh at Megan? They were all happy to see her. They were all, very happy to welcome her to the motherland. Like she said, she have 45% of, her DNA that actually come from Nigeria. So I don't know why you people are worked up. I don't know why you are angry. I don't know why you're jealous. That this young lady, you think that you rejected, as a woman that talked about the rejected stone have become the cornerstone. You rejected her. You think that every other person is going to reject her? So like, even if she goes to Africa, that African people will not accept her because she's not fully black. But she is mixed. You chose to reject her because she is not, pan-colored enough for you, and you think that her motherland will also reject her because she's not black enough. This is not how things work. This is the difference between a biracial mom with a biracial kid with a white mom versus a biracial kid with a black mom. A biracial kid with a black mom will actually treat this biracial better. We actually teach her everything she want to know. We actually treat her more better. She can never be racist towards her. She will still remind her roots. But when it comes to a biracial kid with white mom, just go on TikTok and see the way these ladies are complaining. See the way the mom are treating them, being racially on them, trying to use them to get back at their father. They are just complaining of how racist you guys are. You guys are using them as a fantasy. But when it's a black mom, She know what a mother is. She's not doing it for any benefit or for any fantasy or whatsoever. So you thinking that she will be treated so badly because she visited Africa? You should actually think better, because they would never treat her badly. She still have that DNA in her. She is a black woman as well. So if you don't want to accept that 50% of her whiteness and treat her trash and still be racist towards her because she's mixed, don't think that every other person can treat her the way you treat her. You do not accept her. You don't want her. Then she has gone to where she is celebrated, where she is wanted, where she feels at peace, at home. Like sometimes I used to, sometimes when I go into one-on-one, chat with some of my friends that I've met here on YouTube, when I go one-on-one, they were like, okay, I want to visit Africa, like I should, recommend and all of that. Like once in a while, even all our brothers and sisters, we should try as much as we can to visit our motherland. We should try as much as we can to do that and see the difference atmosphere, the way you will be treated, the way you will be welcomed. Like you feel at peace. You will know that you are at home. This is the reception they gave this lady. You think that we don't know what is happening here? How you guys are? What will make 3 obas, 3 royal people to actually visit her? To actually like, our daughter is here. Our daughter that was rejected is here. They don't care. So far, you have this DNA in you. You will be welcomed. So it's better for you to accept it and stop all the criticism. So many people criticize her words. So many people criticize her. Oh my God, that country is so dangerous. It's not safe. It's not blah blah blah. As if she is actually safe where you rejected her. And you think that this country is gonna harm her? They love her. They love her. Okay, it's not about. This country is bad, it's safe, it's not safe, blah, 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 blah. Like, who actually made it the way it is? Who are the colonizers that make it the way it is? Like, just argue about that. Like, seriously. Anytime, people talk about Africa, everybody wants to like, oh, Africa is so poor, it's so this. Like, sometimes just go ahead and visit this place. Like, seriously. You people are still the same people that went to the said poor Africa to colonize them and steal so many things from them and use it for your own development. And you will still come back and tell us how this African country is so poor, is so this, it's not organized. Like, seriously, lovelies. When I saw this, I was so like, oh my God. But later on, the criticism was too much. Anyways, lovelies, why not just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We're just here for educational, informative, and historical purposes. So please, share this video, subscribe to this channel if you're here to do that, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one. That watched up to this extent, thank you so much for all the love and support. Why not just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section? Don't forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We're just here for educational purposes. So please share this video, subscribe to this channel if you're here to do that, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one.